39 will be one of our longest ones today just because there's so much stuff to write, and we might even encroach on number 40's territory over here. So we'll make some boundaries a little bit later. It's just that once we write these steps are going to be pretty good for the rest of the lesson. Okay, so 39. Let's see what happens if we add down now. So our add down technique was what was taught earlier. Okay. Well, that's going on the recording. So let's try it out. I mean, negative 3x, 3x minus 10x, what is that? Negative 7x. Okay. Be careful. Some people think, negative 4 minus 4 is 0. Do they zero out? They don't. What is negative 4 minus 4? Negative 8. So this is negative 8y. And then someone help me with negative 25 plus 14. What is that? Negative 11. Thank you. Okay. So none of our variables got eliminated at all. None. So that means we have to do some small manipulations. And one of those manipulations is we might have to multiply one of the equations so that we have some opposites. Okay. So no variables crossed out. No variables eliminated. Like I said, I think we're going to encroach some space on number 40. Number 39 might be the longest one today. Okay, let's go ahead and rewrite the equation. 3x minus 4y equals negative 25. Negative 10x minus 4y is equal to 14. I'm going to put a bunch of words over here, and I will explain to them one by one, but let's just start writing them first. You can pause this video and just fast forward. Okay, I think it is time now to explain what I mean by each of these. Step 1 is you're going to target one variable. And I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm going to target. I'm not going to target the x because they look a little bit too far off. Take a look at the y's. I'm going to target the y because they're very close to opposites. What I mean by this is, in order for elimination to work, and I'm going to go back to numbers 33 and 34, we need to have opposite coefficients. Positive 2, negative 2. Negative 10, positive 10. And then one of our variables will be eliminated. So going back to number 39, I'm going to target y just because they're almost opposites. They're almost there. Okay, we just got to change a couple things. So I'm going to target y. That's our step number 1. Step number 2, we're going to put opposites above each target. What I mean by this is one needs to be positive 4 and one needs to be negative 4. This is going to be an important step for, especially on the next elimination round. Because one needs to be positive and one needs to be negative in order for elimination to work. Now, step 3. Multiply one equation to match the target ideal. These are what's called your target ideals. We need one that's positive and one that's negative. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first row. I'm going to block off the second row. The question that you're going to ask yourself is this. What are you going to multiply -4 to make it a +4? Go ahead. -1, yes. Once you find that multiplying that you got to multiply by, you're going to put parentheses on the whole equation and put -1 times. What this means is you're going to multiply -1 to each of those terms, each one of them. All right, I'm going to just let go of this for a little bit. Now take a look at the second equation. Are there any changes? -4 to -4. No changes. Sure, you're just going to leave that equation as is. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and change that first equation. I don't have room here, so let's just put this here. So on the first equation, we told ourselves, in order to match the target ideal, we need to multiply everything by -1. What you really do is you just change the signs. So instead of +3x, you get -3x. Tell me what to write. -3x plus 4y equals +25. Okay, so when you multiply by -1, you just change all the signs. All right, you guys have told me the second equation is already ideal, so we're not going to change the second equation. We're just going to rewrite that one more time. Now, this system looks like an equation from the add down method because I think now we can add down. Step number 4. Add down. Because if we add down now, which variable gets eliminated, the x or the y's? The y's, the one that we targeted. So usually the one that you targeted, that's the one that's going to be eliminated. Eliminated. Done. Okay, then the same steps just apply from the previous round. What's -3 plus -10? -13x. Remember the y was eliminated. And then I just need help with 25 plus 14. 39. Divide both sides by what number? -13. So yeah, we'll be having some big numbers today, and that's okay. What is our x? Thank you, -3, and we'll just put 2 dots over there. And then please tell me, what do you think we have to do with that -3? Yeah, plug it into any one of these starting equations. So I'm just going to use the top equation. It's just by habit. You don't have to always use the top equation. So we plug in -3 in the first equation. 3 times -3 is -9. Students, what are you going to do on both sides now? We're going to add 9 on both sides. -4y is equal to, I think, -16, right? -25 plus 9. -16. Divide both sides by -4. Y is equal to 4. So -3, 4. -3, 4. So like I said, I ran out of room. We're in like number 40's territory. Okay. Now that we're done with number 39, we don't have to write these little notes anymore. We're just going to do the math. Okay? So we're going to target one variable. We're going to put opposites so that we know our ideals, and we're going to multiply one of those equations. Let's do number 40, and then I will stop after that. Then you guys will do some classwork homework on this. Okay, last one for right now. Step 1. Let's do our target. I mean, which one looks like they're almost opposites of each other? The y or the x? The x. Because both of them are -3, we just got to manipulate one of them to be a positive. Okay, so we're going to target x. And then remember, in order for elimination to work, one needs to be positive, 3. So I put positive 3 on top. And one needs to be -3 in order for us to add down. Okay. I'm going to block off the second equation so we're only focused on the first. My question to you guys is this. What are you going to multiply -3 by to make it a positive 3? -1. So this -1 is going to be our nice friend on this round today. Take a look at the bottom equation. Were there any changes to the bottom equation? No, because -3 just stays as a -3. Okay, now let's go ahead and rewrite. Remember, with -1, all the signs just change. So tell me what your new equation is. Go for it. Yeah, 3x plus -3y or minus 3y is equal to positive 18. So all the signs change. You can just change it like that. Okay. We're going to leave the second equation as is. Now, students, can we safely add down? Yes, because if we add down now, what variable gets eliminated? Your x's. 3 minus 3. Those are opposites. That's done. You just got to do some light math now. -3 plus -5. -8y. Oh, and 18 minus 18? 0. You know what? I'm glad we actually did this example because some students think, oh, this is no solution, you know, and then we're done. But actually, what's your last step over here? By what? -8. So y is equal to 0. It's possible to have a 0 answer. Okay? Very, very possible. Okay, now that's done. We're just going to plug it back in on the first equation. You could have also used the second equation. It does not matter. Make sure, though, you plug that in on the y. Three times 0 is 0. And then after a while, you don't even have to write 0 anymore. Divide both sides by -3. X equals 6. Okay, classwork time right now. So 41, 42, 43, and I believe 44. So please do now. 41 to 44.